All right, recording is in progress. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, whenever you are watching this. My name is Muriel Lillian, and I am your host of Morning Moments with Muriel. And I am here today with two special guests. To my right is, introduce yourself, please.
Zaria, I guess, or Yaya Loren, her daughter.
What do you do? Tell us. So when you
Um,
introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your educational background and what you do for work, please.
Okay, I have a bachelor's of science degree from Bridgewater State, and I am currently a learning specialist slash math teacher
Okay,
at high school.
good for you. Good for you. All right, Hannah, will you please introduce yourself for our guests, as our guest, excuse me.
My name's Hannah. I am Muriel's niece. I was
Yeah.
going to say cousin. That's not true. I'm Yaya's cousin. I have a Bachelor of Arts from Georgia State University in journalism. And I'm currently working as a customer service manager in insurance.
Amen. Thank you. So these are two beautiful
What about you?
Black queens. Oh, pass it back.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
I know, I caught it.
Yeah.
What about me? Muriel Lillian, as you know, I am the author of a book. I am done believing you, move on from the lies you believe and discover your truth. But I also hold an associate's degree in criminal justice, a bachelor's degree in business administration management, and I am a longtime insurance professional as well, working with disability claims, long-term disability, short-term disability claims, psychiatric disability claims as well. And that's my background. So I thank you both for being here, meeting with me today. And today's topic, I'm calling this session of our Morning Moments with Muriel podcast. Well, let me say this. This series, season 2, is about lens check. Is your vision clear? And so I'm looking for opportunities to talk to people about what our visions are. How do we see things? And I'm also using scripture references in order to either support or give us a cue to think about something about our vision and how we look at certain areas of our lives. So today I have these beautiful young women with me because I'm calling this series The Vision of Our Daughters. And I want to talk about beauty standards and how we see ourselves, what do we believe about ourselves, either positive or negative, and potentially how that has impacted us over our journey, how that impacts us in our life with relationships with friends, significant others, intimate relationships, what have you. And do we see ourselves as beautiful as God has designed us? So I have two scripture references that I would like to use. Oops, let me get to my notes. Sorry.
That was not your notes?
No, this one is. Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. All right. So, yeah, Hannah, if you don't know, these are unedited, unscripted, so I don't take out my
Okay.
with the flow, be funny,
You
and
can make
just
fun of her.
you can make fun of me, but without bullying me. You can laugh at my awkwardness at times. How about that?
You left it though.
Yeah, I left it to go back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. But they wouldn't have known that if she didn't call me out, but that's okay.
It's true.
So the reason why I think this topic is important. So when I started to write about my book, I talked about my mom and I talked about my initial relationship with my son's father when I was just a teenager. And I tried to do journaling, right, to understand who am I and why am I the way that I am and why don't I feel as pretty as everyone tells me I am. And so again, sorry, the title is Visions of Our Daughters. Unpretty is the subtitle. When I look at my daughter, when I look at my niece, I see beautiful women. They have things going for themselves. They're educated. They're following career paths. The world is theirs. But sometimes, like probably me when I was younger too, you don't feel like you can conquer the world, or you don't feel like you're standing up against other women. Maybe there's competition. Do I look like her? Do I not look like her? They're not going to like me because I'm weird or quirky. And we beat ourselves up and dim our own lights And so I'm trying to understand, why do we feel unpretty? And I'm at 51, still may have moments where I don't feel so secure and confident about myself. Um, and so in my book, I talk about that story where I love someone so much. I thought I was giving him everything that I knew to give, but yet, was I not pretty enough? Why did he not accept me? Or why did he treat me that way? You know, so those are the type of things. Or my mom stayed in a relationship with their grandmother stayed in a relationship with my dad, their grandfather, that wasn't a healthy marital relationship, but she was a beautiful woman. Why did she stay? Why didn't she believe she was strong enough to not take negative treatment from a male in their life, or again, in relationships? Or it could be friends too. Sometimes our friends put us down. It could be any relationship where we don't feel that we measure up. So I want to talk about beauty standards and what is pretty, or why do we feel unpretty. So one scripture that we'll reference, and then I'll pass it to the ladies to chime in on, is in Proverbs 31, verse 30. It says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So again, Proverbs 31, verse 30. So the first part of that sentence, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, is what I would like to just, when you guys hear that, what do you hear, or what do you take from that? And we'll start with Hannah.
I didn't know that was a verse from the Bible, actually, because I feel like you hear beauty is fleeting often.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think of is like the first thing that you see of someone is not usually them inwardly. Like you see their beauty or you see their charm, their charisma, but then as you get to know that person, you get to know their personality, you get to know their mind, you get to know their heart. Um, as we get older, you know, your beauty is fleeting. You sag a little bit as a woman, or a men too. You know, you wrinkle a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but
Gain
that
a little bit
whatever's
of weight.
yeah, but what's on the inside is still that's still you. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's what I think of. Yeah, maintaining what's really truly you instead of just what's your face or what's your
Mm-hmm.
outward appearance, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zaria?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I can agree exactly what Hannah was saying. Charm is
Deceptive.
deceptive and beauty is fleeting. Like, you can get like caught up in how someone outwardly, physically presents themselves, but those things don't last forever. It's more about like your moral character and like who you are, like what do you believe in rather than how do you look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think why charm is deceptive, meaning like the representative. I could be, like you said, the first thing you see in me, or the first thing that I see in you. A lot of times we're selling ourselves externally and
Mm-hmm.
trying to show you that I got it, I'm cool, you should like me, or you should be my friend, you should follow me, or etc.
Yeah.
But then can you keep up that appearance?
Right.
Because beauty is fleeting. Whatever charm you're charming us with, can you consistently produce that? And I think that's where things fall off, because people are inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And me. I want you to make me feel good. I want you to make me this. I want you to make me this. But if I believe that if we focus on self um, confidence, self encouragement, that our light will continue to shine, our beauty will continue to be shining,
Mm-hmm.
and will never flee. Because what you said, the inner parts of us that should shine brighter, even externally, will be resilient and will stay. But if you're just trying to be charming, just trying to be cute for right now, that's fleeting,
Yeah.
temporarily. What other substance do you have?
Also makes me think a little bit like, because we're human, like you can like pick and choose how you want to be in front of certain people, in a sense. Like not everyone is always like walking authentically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know?
I think especially nowadays with like TikTok or Instagram, kind of like you were saying, Auntie, like follow me, look at me, but like that's a show that you're putting on. It's not really you. That's not
Yeah.
your authentic self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real life. They always say fake book, versus Facebook
book.
anymore. Yeah, have you heard that before?
No.
Have you heard that, Hannah?
Do they
I
say
have.
that on Facebook?
You're so young.
You've heard that?
Well, she's a little older. You're a little older than Zaria. Not by much. But yeah, but fake book is what we say because people put out on Facebook and we could be watching their lives like, oh my God, they're always taking trips. Or, oh my God, their relationship looks so good. But behind the Facebook, when that app is closed, their house is miserable. Their house is dirty.
Yeah.
I don't be on the internet.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best.
Facebook.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It is because a lot of I've heard in sociology, like a lot of children and
You
teens
need Curry for that.
are but I'm also kind of psychosocially trained because of my job dealing with behavioral health claims for over 20 years. I have psychosocial training. They've sent me to conferences. I've learned about mindsets, depression, anxiety, schizophrenic. I've literally went to the home of somebody that was schizophrenic on a house visit. And I've read a lot of medical information about psychological ways people think and how they can be better and be well. Because looking at a psychological disability is different than physical.
Of course.
Yeah.
But a lot of teens, like, and sad to say, with thoughts of suicide and different things because the social pressures to keep up and to fit in and to be accepted when these are beautiful children that have unique qualities that for some reason other people can't see it. And so, it's real, like these social standards and people putting everything on Facebook. And now I want to only call it Facebook, but putting things on Facebook that aren't your real life and people believing in you. And then it leads to disappointment. So now you showed me everything. Like and I like to say, this is my real life. This is my real home, right? If you come around me, how I am around my daughter, how I am around my friends, how I am around my coworkers is consistent. I'm not, now my voice might change when I'm on the phone, that customer service voice, but ultimately I am the same individual and I want to be real so that 10 years from now, your auntie's still the same auntie, your mother's still the same mother. You know when I'm aggy, you know when I'm good, but I got your back, right? I'm dependable. So the good qualities of me are consistent. And I think that unfortunately we trust in people who can't give us what we need. And so we have to do work to discover our truth and to know who we are for ourselves so our beauty can shine externally.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people put on, like you were saying, you're the same, you're consistent. A lot of people, at least online, I feel like they don't have those qualities in real life. So they're putting it on more when they're trying to show themselves. And it's like, I'm following you and I'm influenced by you, but that's not really who you are, which makes it feel kind of icky to me.
Yeah.
You don't really know, you can't believe everything that you see online. So who really am I putting on my focus on?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's uncomfortable.
Have you ever felt like you haven't lived up to a certain standard, and what standard? And then maybe how did you overcome that?
Ooh, that's a good question. Sorry, you should go first.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times, at least for me personally, I hold standards for myself that I don't live up to.
Okay.
Like, I guess like in my career, I feel like I should be further, but I'm also only 24, so should I be further? Like I fight those battles. Or like even times like with like my like body image and stuff, like I struggle with that. And I'm not sure what standard I'm trying to hold myself to, but at the same time, it's like a positive and a negative kind of mindset that I do have for myself at times. To overcome them, I guess you just gotta like be present in the moment and be mindful of like what's really going on right now, and the people around you that love you and that just support you and the things that you do. And it doesn't always, there's good days and there's bad days, but you just got to work through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Hannah?
I think I'm kind of the same. Especially let's start work wise. Like, so my degree is in journalism, but I work in insurance. And sometimes I feel disappointed in myself because it's like, you really wanted to do that when you were younger. You had this goal in mind, you had like a vision of what your future was going to look like, but then, you know, life starts life and it's a little bit harder, the job market, whatever. And now I'm like, okay, well, it's my fault. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I should have done more to get where I wanted to be. I think I'm not fully over the hump of overcoming it, but knowing that life is literally the longest thing in the world. And so I have so much time to figure it out if I want to. Like, yes, I'm 28, and yes, it kind of sucks because my friends have jobs and are using their degrees, but I have a job, I make money, I pay my bills.
Amen.
There's time in a couple years if I want to flip it up and do something different, or maybe I want to switch gears and keep moving on the path that I'm actually on instead of beating myself up because I'm not where I thought I was going to be, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still working on that though. I'm still working on that.
I definitely felt
Yeah.
that. I can really, sure. Because my degree is in pre-occupational therapy. Now I teach high schoolers.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a lawyer. When I grew up, I wanted to be a lawyer. That's why I pursued criminal justice. And I went to Northeastern University for a year and a half. But then when I was in my sophomore year, just finished the fall semester, found out I was pregnant in December and was supposed to go back to school in January. I made the dean's list every semester, freshman year and sophomore year, but then my parents didn't have $2,400 after all the student loans. And back then, Northeastern was only $13,000 a year. So I'm imagining years ago. So for $2,400 was a lot of money back then, and my parents couldn't strum it up. And now here I am pregnant, and I had to put myself back into Scoot Community College, and I still wanted to be in criminal justice. And I had a job opportunity. I started working with the insurance agency just because now I'm pregnant with my second child. I got married and I need to pay my bills. And I applied for the probation department for the state of Massachusetts, got the job, but it was a $5,000 pay cut. And at that time, I was like, oh no, I can't afford a $5,000 pay cut. But if I would have divided it by 52 weeks, it really wasn't a lot like that I gave up instead of going forward, right, and trusting God with my plans, that this is the plan you have for me. I think about it back then, like it was so stupid. I should have went. It was only $5,000, and I could have potentially been in my career. So but now I had a job for 28 years that most people don't have careers that long, and it's sustained my life, my family, my children, put kids through school, and I'm still here. We're going to take an intermission, folks, and we will be back in a couple of minutes.
Edit that out.
No, give it in.
Okay. So let's talk about the second scripture, ladies. This one's a little bit longer than the first one. 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 3-4. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. So without even,
Can you say it again?
I'll read it again. But what I was going to say about it is that it seems like we already went here in our conversation when we talked about talking about the inner spirit. So reread 1 Peter chapter 3, 3-4. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight.
Okay.
So God's vision is that us focusing on our inner beauty, what we talked about earlier, focusing on improving our inner beauty is what's valuable in God's sight. So even though, yes, I wear my hair like this, sometimes it's in a bun, sometimes I put some attachments, weaves in it to make myself feel good. God, all that doesn't matter to God. What matters to God is what's on my inner self. Zaria, aka Yaya Ren, recently dyed her hair because, and we love this color on her, right? At first,
Looks good.
I'm about to dye it today. It's not the right color.
When I came home and saw my daughter with this dark hair,
you know what the first words out of her mouth?
What?
She said, "What did you do to yourself?" And I quote, because I come home and she's in here with a like my other cousin niece, Sayana, my cousin who I call my niece, is bleaching my hair.
her hair in my bathroom with a white marble countertop, mind you, with stains on it.
It was bleached,
but she did use and we're not sponsored by TikTok, but TikTok, if you hear this, she used a TikTok trick, I think, to learn how to get the dye off the countertop.
I don't know if it was TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok.
It might not have been TikTok, but it worked because I was like, "You're buying me a new countertop." Literally, I was pissed. But then I was like, "What are you doing? It's gonna be too bright." And then when it was done, I was like, "Oh, it's cute. I like it."
It's like red. It's supposed to be like a deeper red brown color. This is like washed
I think
out.
it suits you.
Yeah, and when I was younger, I used to have reddish brown hair, and the sun would be bright red. So I was just like, "Okay, I'm calling her sexy red," but I'm no reference to the artist. I just call it because when I used to wear red hair, I used to feel sexy. So I'm not in no means identifying my daughter with that person.
That's what I thought the first time. I thought, oh.
Yeah, but no, I like people with red hair. That's what I say to them, sexy red. Because I think it's very, to me, when I see red hair, it gives me like, wow, like beauty, like confidence. Like I love like people with red hair. I don't know why, but I really am drawn to like that red color.
But yeah, now I'm like a partial ginger.
Yeah.
So I was like, what did you do yourself? So what I would like to talk about next, ladies, as we're hearing that scripture and kind of what we talked about the first time, that it's about our inner beauty. Let's talk about the image that we see. And I'm going to ask Hannah, what do you see externally that you feel people try to portray is the image of beauty for a woman right now?
In me or just in general?
What do you think is being well, you can answer for you and you too, but what do you think is being promoted in the circles that you are either involved in? Like, what do you think your social circles are showing you are the current standards? And you can either say why you either match up to it or don't match up to it, or strive maybe to have it. Maybe you do strive to have it.
That's a good question. I think right now, oddly enough, the standard of I think it's changing, but I think it's Black women that people are trying to like emulate at the moment. So just coming off of Love Island, I don't know if y'all watched that or not.
I watched a little bit. I don't watch it, but I've seen a little bit.
Yeah. So the girls that are not Black, I assume, they're like getting all of this lip filler and they're trying to make themselves look more curvy, and they're putting things in places that normally their kind of people don't have in those places. I find that strange because when I was younger, it was the complete opposite. Like you need to look like a stick and like be have straight hair. Your lips need to be so small, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I'm thinking. But I think also we're kind of in a place where it's like split, where half the people want to emulate that kind of fuller everything look. And then the other side is everyone wants you to be really teeny tiny and petite. I'm not striving for either. Okay. I feel like I'm already full enough by genetics. So I'm good there. And I spent too much time when I was younger trying to be those thinner, skinnier, no meat on your bones kind of girls, beautiful in their own way, but it's not what I'm supposed to look like.
Right.
You know, it's
Yes.
not what the women in my family looked like. Or look like currently, you know.
Right.
So
I was gonna say I was about a 120 back in my
yeah.
high days.
So I'm
But
not.
even then, when I was that thin, I thought I was too skinny.
Yeah.
So I didn't accept myself then.
Yeah. And isn't that weird? It's like when you are younger and, you know, you grow up, you gain weight a little bit, you fill in to your body type. But even when you're younger, you're like the smallest you've ever been, and you're still like, I need less. There needs to be less on my body. So I'm like, I need to leave that where it's at. I need to just be present in what I have right now. If I don't like it, I can take, sorry about the dog. I can take my own strides to be more healthy in my body.
Yes.
But other than that, I need to just sit instead of trying to be what everyone else wants me to be. You know?
Yes, yes. Zaria, what about you and your circles and images, what you see? And it is okay too if you are striving to be some of those things.
Yeah.
It's just perspective, and just sharing honestly about, you know, what we see in our circles. Because like you guys just shared your ages not long ago. You guys have just a 4-year age gap, but Hannah may be exposed to things a little bit in my closer to my generation than what you're exposed to. So it's just interesting to see in your circle, what do you think the beauty standards that society is trying to say you should fit in, and whether or not you are striving to get some of that, or you agree with it, which is fine, or if you disagree, it's also fine.
Okay. So I think it's similar. I think the beauty standard has shifted, like from straight hair, small, to like more BBL based.
BBL is what? Brazilian butt lift, guys.
For those that
Or
didn't know.
curvier derriers.
But like or like a skinny, like a slim or sneaky BBL or whatever, like a natural BBL, but like or an excessive BBL, lip fillers and stuff.
So there's so many different
And
levels of the BBL.
There's different girls go for different types. They're like, oh, I want to like look natural, but like have the BBL still.
Okay.
Yeah, flatter stomach, and like small waist, not but bigger hips,
like hips, though, like more natural looking hips rather than. So like I feel like the fuller beauty standard is a thing. I don't want to say I'm striving for BBL look, but I do like want to gain weight because I've lost weight since I was in high school, and I feel like most people don't try to like achieve their high school weight, but like I'm striving to achieve my high school weight because I was fuller in high school and like a little bulkier in high school than I am currently now. So it's like
interesting.
It's like hard. Sometimes it's hard for me because like I feel too skinny, and like I'm actually very grateful that the scale, like the batteries died, and like I don't know where the batteries are.
I literally bought batteries for the scale today.
I'm very grateful about that, but like I also am like wary that I've lost weight or like gone down back to like my smallest weight because I'm trying to gain weight. So it's like I'm not trying to have a BBL, but I do want to like fill back out.
Yeah, and Zaria's experience a little different for me. So I was in high school, like I was sharing. I was like 100 when I graduated high school. I was about 120 pounds. When I was pregnant with my first child, I think I was 125 ish, and I'm 5'9", so that's very thin. And my clavicle bone used to protrude, which it doesn't anymore, but it used to stick right out. And people used to make fun of me for my clavicle. I'm not trying to swear, but we call it NASATOL, which stands for no ASS at all. That's what I had.
Oh my God.
The way to say it without swearing is NASATOL. So I had none of that. I had no breasts. I was very flat chested, and I was made fun of for being flat chested, no behind, very skinny. So I was always wanting to gain weight. And even after having, when I had my fourth kid at the age of 34, my pre-pregnancy weight was 134 pounds. So I had only gained basically 14 pounds in 14 years. And then after I had him, I was a little bit in my 40s, around 145. And I'm not body shamed at all. So I share my weight, my age, everything. So today, standing at 51, I'm about 189, 188, 189. The scale fluctuates. but I'm tall. And everyone says to me, you look good, you're this, you're that. But I can't breathe when I walk up them stairs. Like, I feel like I want to be 20 pounds lighter now. I got the boobs, I got the behind, right? And I always want it. And now I don't want it as much. I want the boobs and the behind, but I don't want the breathing problems.
Yeah.
I don't want the respiratory problems. So we're not, and then my face fills out. My face is more rounded. My cheekbones used to be more protruded. So I even looking at myself, um, and even doing this hairstyle with gray, I was always dyeing my hair to match my weaves. And my hair is naturally gray in the front. My roots, I'm salt and pepper now. So this is the first time I said, you know what? Get salt and pepper weave, because that's your real, so you can stop dyeing your hair to match the weave, because your hair salt and pepper, wear hair the color of your hair. So this is my first time, and people are telling me it's nice, but it was literally, it took me, I bought this pack, I probably had it for like 7 months, and I bought blonde hair to keep putting in and dyeing my hair again. So we still battle identifying with beauty standards. So thank you for both for sharing that, Zaria, too, because
Yeah,
our experience is
I feel like I'm experiencing like the opposite of you though, low key, because like Hannah said, like small is in.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like people view me as like, oh my gosh, like that's so nice, like she looks so good, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But in my head, that's not like my goal. So like
Yeah.
like don't make sense for me.
Yeah, yeah. And anything else, Hannah, you want to say about that before I ask another question?
I wanted to tell you that your hair looked good earlier.
Oh.
And I need you to tell my mother that she needs to do the same thing.
I tell her that all the time.
Yeah.
Sis, I tell her that all the time. Her hair is beautiful, and I call it the silver fox. I don't have all silver hair. Mine is salt and pepper. I know.
Red, silver fox.
Yeah, I say that to her all the time. I'd be like, let them grays come in. And your daughter wants it too, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me call her. It's beautiful. And my brother, her husband, said he actually likes it too. But at the end of the day, she's right. It's all about how she feels. We could love it on her, but until she accepts it for herself, it doesn't matter. She doesn't, she wants to feel her best. And if dyeing her hair makes her feel best, one day she's not, the dye ain't gonna last though. I'm just saying, beauty is fleeting. That dye is fleeting. And the grays are gonna outweigh the dye. But I can't wait to see her with her.
I know.
Her hair is all silver, coming in silver too. So I think it's beautiful. And she's seen me with this.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Point two of what you said, like she needs to feel her best. Growing up, my hair was always straight all the time. And then in high school, maybe my like sophomore year, there was no time for me to straighten it. My mom wasn't doing it for me anymore. I didn't have time to like go somewhere and get it done. So washed it, went to school natural, and everyone was like, oh, Hannah, I like your hair. Oh, Hannah, that's really nice. I'm like, okay, well, I feel ugly with it natural. I feel like I'm not supposed to look like this. Because I grew up in a pretty white town where the other girls don't look like that. The other girls don't have curly hair. And even the ones with wavy hair were also straightening their hair. So I was like, well, I can't stand out. I already stand out enough looking the way that I look. So it took me a long time to be like, okay, natural is okay. That's what I look like when I wake up in the morning. I'm just going to have to be okay with it. And now I don't straighten my hair anymore. And I feel more like myself like this. When I see pictures of me with straight hair, I'm like, oh, that girl, who is she?
And weren't you like a prom queen or something? Didn't you win prom queen or Miss County? You don't have
I won like a pageant.
Pageant, yeah. So she's had the straight hair. She's a beauty pageant winner. Okay, crown queen. But even then, at that time, is it fair to say at that time, even though you were crowned a pageant queen, you didn't feel the beauty standards that you just won the award for?
Yeah, I was really shocked when I won because I was not like popular in high school. I was nerdy. I was in theater. And so the other popular girls that were in it with me, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm doing this for fun. I'm just here to, hang out, have fun with my friends. When I won, I was like, I feel undeserving, even though everyone else is like, yeah, Hannah, like you deserve that. Like you did what you had to do. You ate that. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I was
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, even after like outward validation, it still wasn't coming from
Right.
like me.
Yeah. And I think that's the key takeaway. The validation has to come from you first.
Yeah.
So whatever you strive for is to make you happy is good. And if you're doing it to match someone else's identity for yourself, then it may not be good. Like a lot of people, I think, also go through plastic surgeries, breast implants, butt implants, injections. This old, what is it now? The inject Botox, the shots in your stomach to lose weight. Ozempic is a brand name. I think they call them GLP-1 shots.
Ozempic is like good for certain things though, like when you have like diabetes and stuff.
Right. But now they're taking it and using it for weight loss.
Yeah.
And people are relying on something external to create an image. And there are people who need help with weight loss, weight gain. You know, but the end of the day is confidence in who you are, and God made you. All of us are beautiful in His eyes. He accepts us as we are. And even when I went natural in 2018, I wanted to try to wear my curls because I was used to perming my hair since I was a kid.
Really big thing for you.
Yeah, and I didn't feel comfortable with my natural roots. And my hair, my daughter's hair has beautiful curls. Like before, like Hannah's now, she has her locks, which are beautiful. But my hair didn't curl or fall that way. So I was definitely in the Teeny Weeny Afro committee.
It didn't though, because did you know how to take care of it?
Right. And I didn't know how to take care of it. And that was a myth.
That's also
natural hair is more a lot of work to take care of.
A lot of work. And like I think that's also where like for like Black and brown girls, like that's where things like come into play too with the beauty standards and like how we view ourselves. It's like not always are our mothers educated on like how to take care of the curly hair, even though they have that same curly hair coming out their head. My mom had a perm for
forever,
for mad long, and then in 2018 went natural. I've had natural curly hair since the day I was born. So it's like we're not always educated and knowledgeable on how to like take care of ourselves and our hair and stuff, because like the beauty standard hasn't always been like forward facing of Black and brown women. Like it is,
and the products available.
And like like things were like too dry for our hair, not moisturizing enough. So like that also, or like makeup is not brown enough for your skin complexion. Like so it like it's like the world wasn't made for us, and we're fighting these battles that we like were just born into.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's interesting about the hair. Sorry.
No,
one line. Me and you, Zaria, come out. We're natural all the time. You know, no perms or anything. But my mom had a perm too, and I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna straighten my hair, just make it easier on both of us. Like, give me a perm. We're all set. And she's like, no, I don't want you to go through that. It's like, well, now it's harder on me. I'm now, but like, dang.
I refuse to process her hair chemically too.
And I'm grateful for that. Like, but at the same time too, like I've had curly hair my whole life, but I didn't know how to take care of my curly hair until COVID hit. And I was saying had nothing else.
Yeah, like I gotta figure it out.
Nothing else to do. That's when I started doing like protective styles and things like that. Like 2019, 2020. Like I really was like, let me deep condition, let me leave-in conditioner, let me like use this thick curly putty and like put my hair into some twists and like see what happens. And then like my hair really like grew and like flourished and stuff like that. And then,
because when I was taking care of her hair, even though I refused to process it, I didn't know about porosity and density. I just kept using the same products I would use on my perm hair, on my daughter's natural hair, and my sons who would grow their hair out in froze and braids. And so, those were the wrong products because there wasn't education for me. And sometimes you did want me to straighten your hair. Do you think when you were younger, you wanted me to straighten your hair? Because we also grew up, or Zaria also was raised in like a suburban community with people that didn't really look like her as well, or her same complexion. Do you feel like you wanted your hair straightened because of the girls in your school?
maybe yes and no. I feel like we really straightened my hair for like special occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was like a special
Like
occasion
Easter,
kind of thing. Like
birthday.
I'm getting my hair straightened. So I really only had my hair straightened maybe like max 4 times a year.
If that.
So like if that.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I'm saying, max 4
Yeah.
times. Like, and it was not like it was a choice for to like have my hair straightened because like you weren't straightening it.
Mm-hmm.
We would go to like the hair salon, the Dominican hair salon, and get my hair
take her to the
straightened, and then I
Dominican.
get my trim.
Yeah.
Like
So I was like, I
every
can't deal
6
with
months.
this.
Like
Here
she
you
didn't
go.
know exactly. Like you didn't know what to do with my curly kinky hair and like how to detangle it and moisturize it and all that stuff. So like when it was time to do those things, like we just went somewhere else. So it was like an expense and like a time thing.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't really an option for me. So I just like had to have the curly hair for real.
And I know, sorry to put her out there, I know your mom don't know how to braid. So she couldn't save you. She couldn't save you, where at least I could braid her up.
Right. But then there was like, you were like, I'm done doing your hair.
Figure it out.
Then it was on me. It was a lot. It was like you didn't know what to do, so I wasn't taught either what to do. And then it was like, all right, well, put my hair in a ponytail, I guess.
And partly because of my work schedule. So her dad and I, when we were still married, while she was growing up, I would work like leave the house 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. So I can work like 6:30 to 2:30, and he would often go to work for like 4 o'clock. So he would put them to school. So I wasn't home for the morning hair routine. And when she didn't want the braided down styles anymore, it was like, all right, she's figuring it out with her own brush, ponytail holders, and gel, because her dad wasn't doing her hair either. So I left her, but it was to take care of the family. I had to work that shift so I could be home with y'all at night, and then he got y'all ready for school, and then he worked at night. So the girls suffered with the hair.
There's so few of us in the family. It's like, okay.
Like, it was limited knowledge part to begin with.
My dad did try to, one time my mother took me, I have a traumatic history. One time my mother took me we moved to the Cape, and now we're away from Roxbury to Cape Cod. So now we're not around no black stylists. And she takes me to one of those kind of like super cut, pro cut places.
Oh,
and
no.
There's a white male in there. And my mother said she just needs a trim. And I would blow dry. My hair was permed and processed. But she said she needs a trim, take about like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch off. This man cut all my hair off. My mother went next door. There was like a Sally's Beauty Supply back then. Went next door shopping, piddling around, and came back. And I had literally like 2 inches of hair. He heard cut it all but 2 inches versus take off this. Girls, he cut me down to where my roots were.
See, and so like you're young too. You don't speak up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I go like you're young too. You don't speak up for yourself because he started down here,
and I didn't know. Mother said, "Do what your mother told you," and they turn you away from the mirror. They turn you from the mirror, so it's like
you can hide that.
I was about 12, and
like, you don't speak up for yourself at that point. You
listen,
I
came home.
I guess this is it.
I came home. My mother came back. I was crying. She takes me home. My dad seen me crying, and I will say, even though he has some negative qualities, this is actually a good quality that he had. He saw me distraught. He's the first person that took me into the bathroom. He literally dyed my hair blonde, and now I had a blonde afro, and he was like, and tapered me up, and he was like, now, even though I didn't like, it was so much better than what it was, but he tried to style it because he could cut the boys' hair into like a style. And my mother wore a short afro and fade. He would fade her. So he kind of gave me like a fade and this short teeny weeny afro. Like, who knows? Like today,
that's my next.
Today, that's in style. But back then, going to middle school with that, everyone was, and I was black, the only one. Oh, it was awful.
After I get my 30-inch bust down, that's my next adventure.
So, ladies, I'm gonna
put it all off. Okay. All right.
So
me too. We'll do it together. I'm just kidding.
And I might do it too, because I had to learn how to do my own hair because I'm
and that's like what I want. Like,
I'm not gonna
cut it off. I want to cut it all off just because like I know how to take care of it now. I want to take care of it from like the beginning and like see how much I can really make it grow so I can have a curly 30-inch bust down.
Exactly.
After 30-inch bust down.
So, ladies, I'm gonna ask you one more question, and we'll wrap up. Hannah.
Yes.
If you could talk to younger Hannah, who was thinking about those beauty standards or social standards, who didn't feel like she was validated or could fit in, what would you say today to the younger Hannah, or the younger Hannahs that are out there just like you were? They're out there today.
I would just tell her to do what she wants. Hold on, I can hear myself. Is that okay on your end?
Yep.
Okay. I think she was so worried about everybody else all the time that it's like, girl, just who cares? And I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But you've got time to like play around with different things that you want to try. It's okay if you look a little stupid, because in a couple weeks everyone's going to forget about it. You try something else. Your dad might not like it, but you know, he'll get over it too.
Yeah.
And just do what you want, play around with things that you are interested in. Yeah. Don't think about what your neighbors are doing or what the girls at school are doing. Or like when we were coming up with social media, like those girls look like that because they have certain things in their environment that let them do that. You know, they have the money, or they live in a different place in the world that like they're able to take care of themselves that way. And you just don't have that. So figure out what you like, focus on that, focus on you, put your blinders on.
Right.
Worry about yourself first. I think that's what I would tell her. And I give her a big fat hug. Yeah. I think she needed it.
I'm gonna hug you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, like same as Hannah. Like, don't worry about it. Like, it's okay. Why not? Literally, like, why not?
Yeah.
Literally, why not? Like, I'll tell her, because like when I was younger, I guess like I wanted to be this size that I am now, but like now I want to be back. So I guess just tell her, you look fine. You're good.
You're athletic.
Like literally, you're athletic. It's muscle. Even if it was fat, like you're not overweight and unhealthy. So it's like okay, you look fine. Yeah, and I had to like overcome that, because like when I dyed my hair, I was like, it's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. Like it was very spontaneous. I kind of just like thought about it on like a random Sunday and like did it. Called my cousin and she came over. Actually, no, I went to pick her up. We went to the hair store, bought everything. So it's like you can do it, literally.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you can do it. It's fine.
Yes.
And like it's all fake too. Like your hair grows back.
Hello, you see the roots?
Yeah.
You know what? It's temporary.
I dyed my hair in July. Like it's only been 2 months. I dyed my hair in July. Your hair grows back.
It's temporary. Yeah. It's fleeting, so it's okay. I would tell myself the same thing, that I was very skinny, very tomboyish, and I would tell myself that if he doesn't like you with your figure at that age, he doesn't deserve you. Mine is more to the men. I think I wanted to feel beautiful for boys to like me, because I did get attention from boys. On the other side, I did hear later that my brothers were threatening all of them, so they couldn't talk to me. But I believe that if they wanted to, they would still have tried.
They would have.
That you're beautiful. Yeah. Boys like that. You can be athletic, that you can be strong, and that you don't have to dim your light down for someone else to love you. Because if they love you, they'll not dim you. They'll let your light shine.
Yeah.
And the one who you're thinking about doesn't deserve you. So find someone who does. Wow. That's what I say to myself. It's in my book. Read it. So plug again. Muriel, Lily, and I am done believing you. Move on with your lives you believe in. Discover your truth. Thank you, ladies, for talking a little bit with me about beauty standards and self-identity, and that we are not unpretty. We are all pretty. We are all beautiful. We all may feel unpretty at times, but we need to work on.
It's just a moment.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
Work on your true values. You have so much more positive in you, so much more beauty on the inside of you, that if someone's not seeing it from the outside, that's their problem, not yours. To all the young girls, ladies, all religious, creed, sexual preferences, everything, all of you are beautiful. You are perfectly perfect. Oh, I like to say imperfectly perfect. The way you are, whatever you're thinking is normal, as long as you feel good and safe and comfortable and it's good for you. God's gonna value you being true to your inner beauty more than you being true in trying to meet up with the society and the standards that other people are perpetuating and trying to get you to conform to. Be you, be authentic, be your truth.
Yeah.
Any other last remarks, ladies?
Nah.
Be you.
No.
Be true. Be authentic.
I think you guys are beautiful.
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah. I love you so much. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, rushing home to get on this Zoom with us.
Safely.
Safely. Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell my mom the other part.
No, it was hands-free.
I was very safe.
Hands-free, and she was very safe.
There was no camera.
And she got home to be here. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I am going to ask the girls if they do want to share anything with you for them to follow. They can plug it now. If not, it's okay. Zaria, anything you want to plug?
You can follow my crochet, my creative Instagram. I'm gonna call it that. Yaya Loren, YAYALOREN. Pretty sure it's just like that.
All right.
Instagram.
Anna, anything you want to share with following?
No.
It's okay.
No, I'm not on socials really, so.
Yeah. I know you need to bring your crafting business back, maybe.
I know. I'm working on it.
Because Hannah's very creative too. She does a lot of creativity things. So we look forward to seeing some things from you in the future. All right. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you all. Have a blessed day, and may God bless you all. Peace. If he dresses the